We are back at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. Tim Ryan with Johnny Morris. The Lions lead the Bears 17-10 at halftime. Got an artificial sky in here. We got an artificial turf. In fact, as we see the stats here, you see that the Bears with 14 first downs to 12 for the Lions. And again, in total yards, 227 to 203. That's something the Bears have been able to do most weeks, is outstat the other team, but they've only beaten them 2 out of 6 games. And Johnny, one thing, I guess, if you look for the good news, bad news, is that both these teams have had trouble with turnovers. The Bears have turned it over 20 times in 6 games, and the Lions 17 times. There have been no interceptions, no fumbles, but penalties have hurt both teams so far today.
That's right, but as far as turnovers, it's been a clean game, and we're still trying to find out. I'm still confused as to why the Lions called 2 timeouts during that last Bear drive. They scored with, what, 7 seconds to go? We haven't got an explanation on that, but
everybody up in the press box area has been talking about that very thing. They're trying to figure out what the Lions had in mind if they had forced a punt, had the Bears chosen to punt, being down 17-3. Then the Lions, of course, would have been starting from at best their 20-yard line with no timeouts left. If the Bears had gone for it, there may have been some feeling that, well, we might get the ball out near midfield. Ken Jenkins has had an outstanding day returning the football, still going, gets out to the 28-yard line. And the kicker, Steve McMichael, had him at the 25 and couldn't hold him. And Jenkins picked up about another 7 yards. He has been one of the many forces for the Lions. By the way, the Lions, Johnny, punted only once in the first half. They have been able to move the ball on the Chicago Bears, even though the Bears have outgained them by a little bit in that first half. Apart from the missed field goal, they've moved the ball consistently and scored with their opportunities having possession. James Jones and Billy Sims will start, and that is Sims slashing his way off left tackle. He's picked up about 4 yards. Billy Sims coming back after the broken hand. He has a special pad on it. His big concern was gripping the football. Could he hold the football? They have not thrown the ball to Billy Sims yet, and may not. Perhaps that discussion between the coaching staff and Sims has determined that he better not try to catch the ball. Harrison Hampton made the tackle on Billy Sims. It is 2nd and 7. Lions lead it 17-10. They had a solid first half. Eric Hipple gets the time now, forced out by Hartenstein, and gets the first down over the 41 with a neat piece of running. Jeff Fisher and Mike Richardson make the tackle.
A good ad-lib by Eric Hipple that time as he came out of the pocket. You see Mike Richardson, the young rookie out of Arizona State, has to come up and eventually make the tackle, and he really lays some wood to Hipple, who got himself the first down and knocked out of bounds. First down, Detroit.
Richardson playing for Terry Schmidt. Richardson had been the starter the first couple of games of the season. Schmidt with 5 interceptions, some of them from the nickelback position, earned the cornerback spot back, but he's hurt. Sims is stopped behind the line this time, struggles to the line of scrimmage. Otis Wilson, number 55, and Dan Hampton, number 99, putting the stop on him for no gain. The Bears without Gary Fensick, who started the game and re-injured his groin injury, as we look at big Dan Hampton.
Playing with a severely broken finger that is affects his ability to grab.
Bears also without Jay Saldi today. Of course, Gary Campbell not all season long on injured reserve, another one of their starters. Hipple took quite a lick, but he got the pass complete to Leonard Thompson. And Hipple is slow to get up as Dan Raines really nailed him. Hipple had just gotten the ball away for a first down to the Bears' 40-yard line, but Hipple is not yet up. He really had the wind knocked out as Dan Raines made some kind of contact.
Well, the Bears put the blitz on, and Hipple, you got to give him credit. He maintained his concentration and threw the pass. But here comes 53 from the right of your screen, and he comes in with a legal hit, but Thompson makes the grab, and it's a first down. It remains to be seen whether Hipple can continue. Gary Danielson would come in if not. He got hit in the chest area, whether it be bruised ribs or whether he just got the wind knocked out of him, we'll find out.
We'll be back at the Silverdome in a moment.
A decade ago, Honda introduced the Civic. A simple idea based on the need to go farther on less.
For the most comprehensive pregame coverage of college football, join Brent Musburger, Pat O'Brien, and Aaron Persigan on the NCAA Today, Saturdays on CBS Sports.
We are happy to report Eric Hipple is on his feet at the sidelines. And it looked, Johnny, as though he just had the wind really taken completely out of him. Raines with a tremendous hit. Got him right in the midsection. So apparently he's all right. Danielson, Gary Danielson is in the lineup. He is 30 of 49, passing at 61% in his other appearances through the first 6 games of the season for Detroit. Number 16, they give to Dexter Bussey. Bussey plows forward for about 3, maybe 4 yards. Hampton makes the tackle. Leonard Thompson, who made that catch on Hipple's fine pass under pressure, has caught 4 today. The veteran came into the game with 27, so he's got 31 passes. He is their most reliable receiver, the veteran, in his 9th year from Oklahoma State.
You know, Hippo went out only 7 of 16, but he had 151 yards, so he was completing the biggies.
Yes, he was, and this guy caught a couple of them. 17-10, the Lions lead, and they have the ball in Bears territory. Danielson's first pass is underthrown. Intended for Mark Nichols, number 86. And there's a quarterback coming off the bench in a hurry, not expecting to be in the game, and just not warmed up. So Eric Hipple evidently is about ready to come back in if the coach so desires, as he has got all the wind pumped back into his balloon.
Jeff Chadwick just came in for Detroit, so they'll have 3 wide receivers. They're bringing the plays in quite a bit rather than signaling them like they have been. So Danielson on the spot now, 3rd and 6.
Nichols comes wide right. Boy, they're ball scrambling. Had the wrong formation. They're now in the shotgun.
Blitz.
Danielson, a flag down. Danielson for Bussey. Touchdown. Flags are down. Danielson delivered the ball perfectly, but it is probably a holding call against the Lions. Art Haggerty, the referee, will arbitrate, or simply rule. Pat Haggerty, pardon me, will make the ruling, and it is being marched off against the Lions. Bears had the blitz on, and one of those Lions obviously grabbed on. Well, we've lost Pat's microphone.
Well, it looked like he might have said 67. It might have been Greco, if I can read lips well. But anyway, it was holding the flag as well down before he even threw the ball.
So a touchdown wiped out. Good execution by Danielson and Dexter Bussey, but all for naught. Lions keep the ball, but they're backed up now, 3rd and about 17 from the Bears 46. The shotgun again, still Danielson. Danielson complete. Oh, what a hit on Chadwick from Mike Richardson. And Chadwick is slow to get up. Number 89, the rookie from Grand Valley State, to set the yardage record in receiving at that small college in Michigan. And he was really hit by Richardson. There's something wrong. Oh boy, he's tall and thin, about 6'3". He's not really doesn't have a football build, but it looked like he really took a pop. I hope it's not serious. Calling for the doctor to come from the sidelines, but training staff attending to him. Mike Richardson just got a real good lick on him. One of the Lions players is brought out.
Now he'll come from right to left on your screen here, and Danielson leads him perfectly. Richardson drops off his coverage and really hits him right around the neck. It looked like his neck was jerked quite a bit. Jeff Chadwick was scouted this past strike season. Rob Rubik, his teammate here, was a teammate at Grand Valley State. It's a Division II college. Little town not too far north of here. Allendale, Michigan. And he can fly. Yes, he's a very impressive young receiver with 11 catches coming into today's game. Let's hope he's not seriously hurt. We'll be back here at the Silver Dome momentarily with the Lions leading 17-10.
The Honda Accord LX 4-door sedan. It comes with a long list of standard equipment. Cruise control, air conditioning, a sophisticated stereo, a lighted mirror, power door locks and windows. The Accord LX has everything. Almost. The yacht is optional.
There's more for your car during Sears National Automotive Sale. Like our lowest price in 3 years on the DWIGHT. Save $20 on the replacement battery more people have confidence in. Only $49.99 with trade-in.
And save 30% on weather-wise steel-belted all-season radials. Now as low as $39.99. It's our largest savings ever.
Heavy-duty shocks are only $9.88 each installed.
There's more for your car.
Confidence installed day and night.
There's more for your life at Sears.
We're back in the Silverdome where the Lions medical staff, doctors Robert Taichi and Keith Birch, are on the field and have been right from the time that Chadwick went down. They wear those blue Lion sweaters. They are on the team staff as physicians, so he is receiving the best possible medical attention out there.
Chadwick is up now. He is sitting up, so I think they're talking to him just to see if he's you can see some of the gentlemen chuckling a little bit to make sure, probably asking him basic, simple questions just to see if he's got his wits about him.
Jeff Chadwick, 6'3", 180-pounder, and you know we saw him in the locker room yesterday in practice. It's just he does not have the physique of an NFL football player. And Monty said he's been a pretty tough guy. He's been running, catching the ball in traffic, and hasn't had any problem so far. He's kind of a long, lean, wiry guy, and but this was a kind of a hit that anybody might have been hurt by, as he just took a real shot from Mike Richardson, but he hung on to the football and gave the Lions a first down at the Bears' 30-yard line.
You talk about a key grab. They made the first down by only about a foot.
There's the rookie from Grand Valley State, and now let's go to New York for an NFL Today report.
Demille Lomax was carving up Tampa Bay until this happened. Hugh Green, who sat out the first half because of an hamstring injury, intercepted the pass, ran it in from 33 yards out, 27-20. The Cardinals are in a dogfight. Let's go back to Tim and John.
Well, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who nearly beat the Cowboys last week, looking for their first win, are now at least back in that one against St. Louis. They're a better team than their record indicates. Well, Bears continue to pop them. That was Billy Sims, and he got straightened up at the line of scrimmage by Osborne and picked up about 4 with his good second effort. There's Jeff Chadwick. A little Division II school up the road. His teammate Rob Rubick set the record for receptions up there, and it's since been passed by another young guy that they've, I'm sure, been touting the Lions coaches on. Bill Luckstead is the current receiving star up there, and they may have yet another receiver from that little school in the National Football League. 2nd and 7. Danielson continues at quarterback. Off to Bussey. Bussey trying to dive for the first down yardage. May have come up short of the marker. Singletary and Osborne squeezed him to the turf as Bussey tried to get to that yardage marker.
A good ad-lib by Danielson, who moved around the pocket and found the receiver. And interesting that Monty Clark is stuck with Danielson. Eric Hipple now is okay. He could come back in the game, but I guess he figures Danielson has let him down here the last 40 or 50 yards. He's going to stick with Danielson.
Steve McMichael is in. The Bears go to 5 down linemen. 3rd and about a yard to go, and they'll stack everybody up there. The Lions try to get the first down. They go to Jones, the fullback, and the Bears were unable to stop him. They nearly had him. Wilson and Harris turned him up, but they just could not prevent him from digging for that yardage marker. Singletary wound up making the tackle, but the rookie from Florida continues to show his ability inside, outside, catching the ball, whatever.
The guy you have to watch out for is Mike Singletary on the short yardage situation for the Bears, and he's the guy that was off the line of scrimmage and tries to time it. It's very, very close. It's going to be within an inch if he doesn't make it.
I'm betting he got it. I wish I could collect First down at the 20-yard line as the Lions keep it going.
There's number 50, Singletary. He figures it's coming right up the middle, so he came across and did force Jones to go to the outside, but Jones on his own here now just kept his legs driving and got himself up just for the first down.
Great second effort by Singletary, was the man who made the tackle. Play action, Danielson sails it up for Norris.
Oh! What a pass.
Norris going to the corner, and Danielson laying it in perfectly over Bell.
The Lions pick up the blitz, and Danielson threw a perfect pass up and over Todd Bell with the right arc on it and right down into the hands of Ulysses Norris. Great play by Gary Danielson and the entire Detroit team because they pick up the blitz. Otis Wilson, 55, is wheeled out to the outside by Jones, allowing Danielson to get the pass up and over. Todd Bell tried to knock it away, but the pass was too perfect.
I love this quarterback situation. Hipple is back into hold for Murray.
Woo.
Murray's point after the high pass from center. Hipple did a good job to get it down, and Murray a good job to get it up. So he's perfect, 100 for 100 in the PAT department, and the Lions have opened the lead again, 24 to 10.
The new car. It is based on what your driving needs are today and what they will be in the future. The new car. It is designed to move people in comfort and with unrivaled efficiency. The new car, the Honda Civic CRX.
For years now, we've been kidding Jim here about his eyesight. The fact is that Jim has the eyes of an eagle.
Thanks, Boog.
Why, he's one of the first guys to spot light beer from Miller. Saw right away that light tastes great and it's less filling.
Sure, all you have to do is read the label. It says light has 1/3 less calories than a regular beer.
I think you want this, Jim.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
As I was saying, it's as plain as the nose on your face.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Oh, I don't believe this.
The highly ranked Texas Longhorns take on a team that hasn't lost in 21 games, the SMU Mustangs. NCAA football next Saturday on CBS Sports.
Ulysses Norris with his 4th touchdown of the season, taking over that tight end spot from David Hill, who was traded away, and the ball laid in perfectly by Gary Danielson. The Lions take a 24 to 10 lead here early in the 3rd period. 9:20 to go in the 3rd period. And Murray will kick it off to Watts and Hutchison. High kickoff. Murray didn't really get that. Hutchison takes it at the 20. Is out of bounds at the 23. Forced out by Bruce McNorton, number 29. So a short kickoff by Murray. He's a little disgusted with himself. I was talking with him about the technique of place kicking, and he said it's like a golfer. You've got to be lined up perfectly. You got to put that placement foot down well. Keep your head down and follow through. And he knows that he didn't get it all together on that one.
And look at that drive. 11 plays, 70 yards. It consumed 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
20-yard scoring strike from Danielson to Norris. And now does Monty Clark stay with Danielson or go back to Hipple? Hipple had them in front at the half. Danielson scores a touchdown on his first series. Vince Evans, the Chicago quarterback. Complete. First down to Marjoram to the 40-yard line. 16-yard pickup for the Chicago Bears. In comes Pat Dunsmore with the play.
We have 66,000 fans here in the Silver Dome. They sold 70,000 seats, so there were 4,000 no-shows, and those 4,000 are missing a pretty good game.
Plenty of excitement, especially for the Lions fans, as their team has been impressive. 24 to 10 the lead. Vince Evans scored for the Bears. The touchdown pass for the Bears late in the first half to get this within 7. Now he's 2 down. Complete to Dunsmore, the rookie tight end, over midfield for another first down. Out of Drake University, the 6th round pick, and with Jay Saldi hurt, Dunsmore getting his opportunity to show.
Stopped by Gary Cobb.
big guys. You can see 6'2", 235.
Very big, and he's got good speed for a big man. He runs about a 4.7 40. That's not too bad. As you look at Miami leading the Jets 23-7. The Jets having some problems this year.
Dan Marino has 2 touchdown passes.
Oh, look at this one. Houston's closed the gap with Minnesota.
Nielsen has passed to Chris Prezel for a touchdown by Houston in that game. First down, Bears. Intended for Payton, incomplete. Overthrown on the coverage. Coming actually to play the ball was William Graham, the safety number 33. And now for another NFL Today report, let's go to Brent Musburger in New York.
Tim, here comes the safety blitz against Kenny Stabler by the San Francisco 49ers, and Ronnie Lott's got a shot at him. He laces him. Stabler just gets the ball off. Dwight Hicks with the interception. He weaves to the left, finds an alley, and runs it back for a touchdown. Let's go back now to Tim.
Saints and the 49ers, they got a dandy going. 24-10 here at the Silverdome. Second down. Rush on, and it is William Gay dropping Evans. I mean, he just turned the rookie Covert around and sacked Evans all the way back. They're going to mark it at the 39-yard line of Chicago.
He got to the inside of Covert, gave him that outside move. Watch the left of your screen. 74 is Jimbo Covert. Here comes Gay to the, it looks like to the outside. Now Covert commits and he comes to the inside, and he had Vince Evans dead to rights. Good move by William Gay to Covert's weakness, and that is to the inside so far in his young career in the NFL. William Gay, who had 8.5 sacks going into this game. He's got 9.5 sacks.
Third down, the Bears sideline hollering to get the play going, and they're going to have to take timeout. Now there is Mike Ditka counting his own time clock here. As you can see,
he's counting to 10. He's up to 8, 9, 10. He made it.
Oh, this is a tough job being a coach in the NFL. We'll be back with the Detroit Lions leading 24-10. 7:09 to go, third quarter.
Here's to good friends tonight.
Hey, chicken and ribs? Chicken and ribs. Check. Steak?
Must say
Check.
something more somehow.
Chili? Homemade chili. Good work.
Hey, wait a minute.
What did you bring besides your list? Just a little something I threw together.
I should have known.
When you want the taste of a truly great beer, tonight, let it be lowbrow.
Okay, everybody, let's go win this one.
A lot of homeowners' insurance policies won't cover this kind of damage. Nationwide's Elite Homeowners Policy will. The Elite policy doesn't cost much more than standard homeowners policies, but it covers things you never dreamed of.
Bill, are you watering the lawn?
Uh-huh.
Elite Homeowners Insurance, part of Nationwide's blanket protection.
Nationwide is on your side.
If that's gum Mike Ditka is chewing, he ought to be doing a commercial for the manufacturer, because he has given that piece a real workout. Anything you can do to survive on the sideline, he's trying it all. Now, if that's chewing tobacco, well, he could be the Walt Garrison of Illinois. Who knows? It is third down from the 40-yard line. Now, he's had a discussion with Evans. Let's see what the Bears can come up with. This Lions defense want to stop him right here. Rush on again. They go to Dunsmore, the screen. He's waiting for blockers. Now opens it himself. Dunsmore got over midfield to about the 49-yard line. Johnny, how about the play and the execution?
Well, Dunsmore's a tough one to go to if you want to get 20 yards. They ran the screen. That time they doubled up. They took Payton to double up on Gay to help Covert out. They ran the screen over the middle, and I don't know, it's a tough 4th and 20 play, I think. You know, but it's easy to second guess. Huh?
So it is 4th down. Parsons into punt. And the deep man is Ken Jenkins, and he is having a fine day. Parsons angling for the corner. Ball hooks a little on him, and it is caught by Al Latimer, a fair catch at the 15-yard line. Latimer, number 43. A 35-yard punt for Parsons. So the Lions have the football back. They have the lead with 6:49 remaining in the third quarter.
Nobody looks at office automation quite like Wang. Other computer companies only see the pieces to the puzzle. Data processing, word processing, personal computing. But Wang looks at how all the pieces fit together and gives you one solution that fits everyone's needs. A total solution no other computer company can match. Bringing everything in your office closer together is what puts Wang way ahead.
You know, repairs cost so much. It's terrific you're trying to be handy.
What do you mean trying? Peerless makes it easy to be handy. I'm going to hook up this do-it-yourself Peerless faucet, and these are the only tools I'm going to use. Watch. Just insert the flexible copper tubing and turn the special tightener by hand. Bend the tubing by hand. Then snap the quick connectors by hand. No tools, and it's finished in a snap.
Water!
And making it easy to be handy, Peerless is peerless.
Well, the Lions lead 24-10. They were leading 17-10 at the half with Eric Hipple at the controls. He took a tough shot from Dan Raines, had the wind knocked out. Has been back on the field holding for a point after, and presumably is saying, hey, why am I not back in there? Now, mind you, Danielson, when he came in, led the Lions to a touchdown at 24-10. He's still at the controls. Pitch out. Sims. Dancing and diving his way over the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Mike Richardson, number 27, the rookie cornerback, made the tackle. Pickup of about 7 yards on the play. Second, and we'll call it a long 3. Look at this football game. San Francisco 22 now. New Orleans 13 there in the fourth quarter.
Bill Walsh has turned that team around after that disastrous year last year, coming after a Super Bowl championship. Look at Miami, 30-7 over the Jets.
Jets were overrated anyway. St. Louis in front of Tampa Bay. That's a dogfight there. This is James Jones, and a good open field tackle on the rookie from Florida, again by Richardson. And he got about a yard. Third down, and still about a long 3, maybe 4 yards to go. Good job by Richardson.
6 defensive backs now in for the Bears. Walt Williams comes in, Dave Duerson. 4 linemen and only 1 linebacker, Otis Wilson.
5:34 to go, third quarter, 24-10. A shift in that shotgun formation, and Danielson is hit just as he released the ball. Dan Hampton. And Danielson just wanted to unload that when he saw the big guy from Alabama, or Arkansas, pardon me, in his face.
Look at that bird cage he's got on there. That helmet of Dan Hampton's must weigh 30 pounds. I don't know how he ever gets to the passer. That's got a lot of iron.
Strong guy, yeah. He's just continuing his iron pumping during the game. Just carries that around. Mike Black is in to punt. Only the second punt of the afternoon for the rookie. Bears dancing around, looking like they might try for the rush. Black, good kick. Driving Galt back inside the 30. Galt trying to get loose, is tripped up over the 35, 37-yard line. Well, next Saturday, the NCAA Today will feature number 2 ranked Texas and number 12 ranked SMU. They are both unbeaten. The winner of that one could well wind up in the Cotton Bowl. 3:30 Eastern time. SMU undefeated over 21 consecutive games. That is your basic Texas rivalry. A 49-yard punt, a 6-yard return. And the Bears, 5:10 remaining in the third period. Suey and Payton, the running backs. Suey off the wing. Quick hitch out to Galt. Good coverage on him by Latimer. Pickup of 3 yards. 2nd and 7.
The old hitch pass to the world-class sprinter who has been timed in a 9-flat 100. As you know, he gave up the Olympics in order to play for the Bears, but he says he may take some legal action when this season is over to get himself back on the, or at least for a chance to go for the hurdles in the Olympics.
Helsinki, his teammates call him, his nickname, because he was a world champion at those track and field world championships in Finland.
They still haven't thrown way down the field to him.
Second down and 7. Galt trying to get deep. Go the other way, and it is complete. What a catch over there. Ken Marjoram. I mean, he has made 3 catches in traffic. William Graham, one-on-one traffic, mind you, but tight coverage and solid hits on him.
It was a zone defense. Graham was covering deep, and Marjoram did his hook in, and Graham thought he was going to have an interception on this ball, but Marjoram persisted. Look at that. Looks like it's going to be intercepted. Marjoram came across, hung on to the ball, and he's not a very big guy, but he'll make the grab and has never been hurt. I don't want to jinx him, but he played all through his career in Stanford. He only weighs about 175 pounds. Has never had any kind of a serious injury.
His 5th catch today. Got 16 on the season. First down in motion, Suey. Up the middle, incomplete, intended for the tight end Moorhead. Close coverage on him by Graham. Has been a very active safety out there today for the Lions. 2nd and 10. William Graham, one of the 4 youngsters in the secondary, the second-year man from Texas. 2 third-year men, 2 second-year men. They're not big, but they have done the job so far today.
Well, the Lions haven't changed much of their defensive strategy. They're going with a 4-man front, dropping 7 guys out on pass defense, figuring they can get enough pressure with those 4 guys.
Evans is now 18 of 27, 230 yards. Has been sacked 4 times. Peyton. Nowhere to go. Got a couple. He was buried under a sea of blue. Jimmy Williams made the initial contact, coming over from the right side linebacking spot. Number 59. 3:28 to go and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Of course, from the Bears' point of view, if they could get a touchdown on this drive before the end of the period, it's anybody's ball game in the 4th. Look at this now. Minnesota has opened its lead over Houston 27-14.
So they could be 5-2, and the loser of this game would be 2-5 and in big trouble.
3rd down.
Big play. Little blitz.
Up the middle for McKinnon, and he can't hold on. Tight coverage on him by the nickelback, Bruce McNorton, number 29, from tiny Georgetown College in Kentucky.
So now it's 4th down. They're down to the 38-yard line. Will they punt? Will they go for it? They're going to go for it. Ditka was always an offensive type of player, always aggressive. This is a little bit of aggression. He's going to go for it. 4th and 7.
2:53 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Let's say he's open to second guessing. We'll see what happens.
Didn't make it.
The pass completed near the marker.
Did not make it.
The tight end, Dunsmore, made a good catch, but short by a yard.
This is an isolation on Ditka during that play. Let's watch Mike Ditka during that play. Pretty relaxed. He sees the completion. Now, Dunsmore, it's his responsibility, if he can, to make sure he's at the 1st down marker. It's tough to complete one down the field and make everything complete, but yet be a half a yard short. You got to get to that 1st down marker.
The ball was a little high. He made a real good catch on the ball. I'd have to give the rookie good marks for the play. It was just that much short. Danielson continues at quarterback for the Lions. It is almost intercepted by Frazier. Intended for Leonard Thompson. And oh boy, that could have turned things around in a hurry.
Thompson went straight up the field. Obviously a misconnection. Thompson thought he was supposed to go deep. He may have missed an audible call. And Frazier almost had an interception. Here it is, 1-2 throw, expecting the quick hitch, and you'll see Thompson running down the field. That could have been disaster.
2nd and 10 for the Lions. Bears 4th down gamble failed with about 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Lions have the ball, and that one is almost picked out. Otis Wilson. Wilson saying, how could I drop that? I won't get another one passed to me like that unless it's in my own practice.
Well, it hit him in a bad spot in the hands. Now, linebackers aren't all that used to making grabs like this, but a catchable ball. All he would have to do was rumble down the sidelines for a touchdown. So the Bears almost had 2 interceptions in 2 consecutive plays. Now it's a 3rd down.
Mark Nichols, the intended receiver, with the ball way off the mark. Danielson, intended for Freddie Scott. Good coverage on him, incomplete. Bell and Walt Williams. Double coverage on Freddie Scott. 4th down for the Lions. And so the crowd letting Monty Clark know they just as soon see old Eric Hibble back in there when the Lions get the ball again. This is quarterback drama here on both sides. Evans so far has not been threatened by Mike Ditka because Evans has been playing a fine game even though the Bears are down 24-10. There's lots of time left in this football game. Willie Gall is the deep man. You saw Mike Black, the punter. Another long kick. Gall is nailed. Did he have the hand up for the fair catch? Roosevelt Barnes nailed Willie Gall, who was slow to get up. I am not sure that he was signaling fair catch. It looks like they are indicating he did.
The call could be the fact that he hit him before he had a chance to catch it. You got to let him at least catch it.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
No, he did not signal for fair catch, but your point is the correct one. Barnes put the lick on him before he had a chance to catch the ball. So even if Willie was thinking fair catch, he wasn't going to get a chance to catch it.
Well, Galt's back up and ready to play football again. He says that's a little tougher than track, but
today it has been.
It pays better.
It pays better.
Those hurdles don't hit like that.
With the opportunity to make a fair catch, number 54.
Well, see, he was not going to make a fair catch, but either way, the call is correct. But that delineation of it is not exactly accurate. So a big penalty against the Lions gives the Bears 1st down at their own 44-yard line. Evans play action, lots of time. He's got Moorhead. 1st down to the Lions' 33-yard line. Perfect pass from Vince Evans. There was double coverage on Moorhead. Hall and Graham, the safeties, but the big guy from Colorado came up with the grab.
The man who almost intercepted it was Fantetti, 57. The linebacker went for it. He almost intercepted it. So there was triple coverage there, but the pass was so perfect, it was complete. Watch 57. He comes the closest. He's back there pedaling back to the middle of the top of your screen. He comes across right there. Didn't quite get to the interception, so it was a perfect pass by Evans.
Rolling left. Evans buys lots of time. The pass is underthrown, intended for Galt. Evans got out there real quick and he had a lot of time, just didn't make a good throw. 1:24 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Lions lead by 14. Moorhead brings the play in. He's been alternating with Dunsmore primarily as the play deliverer. 20 out of 32 for Vince Evans, 259 and a touchdown, 4 sacks against. He's having himself a fine afternoon, but the Lions are on top of the scoreboard as Hipple and Danielson have combined to give them solid quarterbacking, at least until their last possession. Suey in motion. Screen to Suey. It's picked up by Williams. Jimmy Williams and Doug English did a fine job defensively to stop that play from going nowhere. Looked like Dan Neal was the only blocker that was out in front of Suey, and he didn't put the hit on Williams.
I think the Lions smelled that play coming.
It was Was Mike Ditka signaling in the play with, with that gesture? I'm not sure.
Third down conversions. Chicago 2 for 9, and they've had a lot of third down and long situations.
45 seconds and counting down to the quarter. Off the wing comes Seward. Play action again. Evans, the ball is blocked by William Gay. He got a hand up on it. Looked like he was trying to go deep. Big William Gay reached up and swatted it away.
So now they're faced with another fourth down situation at the 40-yard line. This time he's going to punt. Here, let's take a look at William Gay. He's number 79, puts his hands way up there and deflects the ball. William Gay, he's tall and he's strong and he's big.
They didn't get hurt on that fourth down gamble last time. They sure could have, but combination of circumstances. They stopped the Lions. There's William Gay. They stopped the Lions, and then they got the penalty on the punt return.
Remember, Parsons last week ran the ball, so I'm sure the Lions will be very leery.
Jenkins is the deep man. They've got two short men up, Latimer and Hall. Parsons standing at his own 45. Long count. Flag down. Short punt, angle. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 19-yard line, so that's not so bad. And the flag may be against the Bears for having somebody downfield early.
Illegal formation, offense.
Illegal formation call, a 21-yard punt for Parsons.
I think the Lions will probably refuse the penalty.
Illegal formation on the kicking team. Decline. First down.
Lions do decline, and remember, coming up after our telecast here, you'll be seeing Philadelphia at Dallas. The Eagles against the Cowboys, and Dallas scraping through, but holding an unbeaten mark through 6 games. The Eagles trying to close up the gap in the NFC East. And that is a great rivalry. Jones, the rookie from Florida, picks up about 4 yards for 2nd and 6. And Hampton made the initial contact for the Bears.
This quarter is almost over.
Time winding down here in the 3rd period, and they'll probably not get another playoff. Indeed, the Lions are already headed for the other end of the field. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, the score of the Detroit Lions 24, the Chicago Bears 10. We now pause for a word from your local station.
Tuesday on the Mississippi, Michelle Phillips is the wealthy divorcee.
I was the major adulteress of all time.
But will her wiles woo Ben from solving a murder Tuesday?
This is CBS.
Well, the score here 24-10 for the Detroit Lions over the Chicago Bears as we are about to begin the final period. Sault Ste. Marie in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan country, Lions country. That took a little work, that bed sheet. It's tough to get out in the wash, too. They're planning on using it tonight. 2nd down for the Lions. A long 5, Billy Sims. And he is stopped short of the 1st down yardage by Mike Singletary. Once more for an NFL Today report, let's go to Brent in New York.
Tim, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it is still 0 for the season. They were attempting to drive for the tying touchdown when disaster struck. This interception by Benny Perrin, his first of the season. The Cardinals have scored again a minute to go. The Cardinals are going to win it. Let's go back to Tim and Johnny.
Well, tough times for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Of course, St. Louis needs a little help, too. They're trying to get themselves up from a 1 victory season to this point. It looks like they're going to win game number 2. 3rd down and about a yard. Danielson, the quarterback. Intended for Billy Sims, who nearly made a fine catch, but it is incomplete. He had to turn around for the ball and just was unable to hang on to it. Good effort, no result. 4th down.
A good call by the Lions, though. 3rd down situation. The Bears were ready for it, and Sims, of course, has got that sore hand, and that's the toughest kind of catch. He had to come back with his hands on it, so the Lions are going to have to punt the ball, but an interesting call and a gutsy call. 3rd down and 1, throws the ball.
I think that's the first time they've thrown to Sims today, if I recollect correctly. Willie Gall is the deep man at the 35-yard line. He has yet to spring one as a punt returner this season.
Oh.
High punt by Black from the 25. Gall. Nowhere to go. Good coverage by the kicking team. And he's forced out by Larry Lee. And so the Bears have the football with time now a factor for them. They trail by 14.
Don't talk to me about high tech. You fellas know I'm used to some pretty sophisticated filter systems.
Test pilot Chuck Yeager for AC Delco.
Now, I don't care what kind of car you drive. The filters you want to buy are AC filters. An AC oil filter can serve you up to 15,000 miles. An air filter, clean up to 30,000 miles. The choice is yours. But for my money, it's AC Delco, the smart parts.
Pontiac! Like a burst from the sun, 2000 Sunbird has arrived. Pontiac's overhead cam 5-speed performer. 2000 Sunbird, easy to own, fun to drive. 2000 Sunbird, Pontiac excitement precisely the way you like it. 2000 Sunbird, only from Pontiac.
We build excitement, Pontiac.
Jim Ryan and Johnny Morris back in the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. You can see the Bears have passed on 1st down considerably today, as have the Lions for that matter. And Vince Evans brings them out. They have only 10 points to show for his excellent effort in the passing department today. And they are now running out of time. They're in the final period. Again under pressure, and he finds Moorhead for a gain of about 7. Graham, number 33, makes the tackle on Emery Moorhead, but the Lions' pass rush has been pretty consistently effective.
Well, Evans threw that one all arm. He was under pressure, couldn't find anybody, and got the pass off. Really not a big game, but it was a super play by Vince Evans.
Mike Dawson leading the charge. Lions front four has kind of spread the pressure around. Everybody's been in there at one time or another. Gay, English, Dawson, Curtis Green. 2nd down, a long 3 for the Chicago Bears. Slot formation left. They give it to Peyton. Trying to find a block on the corner, spinning away as the Lions shut that down extremely well. Doug English, number 78, the man who finished up making the tackle. The whole right side, the linebackers, Williams and the defensive end Gay, did a real good job.
What an instinct by Peyton. That times you see him there, it's just not much room or anything. He did a complete spin and almost got out of it.
It is now 3rd down after a gain of maybe a yard by Walter Payton. 3rd and 3. Well, this comes into the category of a big play now. 12:35 to go regulation time. They've got to keep the ball. Incomplete. Pressure by Fantetti. A dive at the pass intended for Moorhead by William Graham. And it is 4th down.
And here's something that has happened to the Bears all year. Total offense, the Bears lead 323 to 298. In 5 of their first 6 games, they had outgained their opponents, but yet, as you know, they are 2 and 4 going in. So they've been moving up and down the field, no matter who's been a quarterback, but they can't seem to win football games.
Parsons to punt. Jenkins, little fireball, return man for the Lions, waiting for it at the 28-yard line. Good kick. Backs him up inside the 20 to the 18. And he is hit this time. Good coverage by the Bears punting unit. Pat Dunsmore, the rookie tight end, rocked him backwards. He'll spot it at the 23-yard line. A 48-yard punt for Parsons. Lions lead it. We'll be back.
That kid's out there again.
But he's not alone. He's got a dream with him. And every night after work, he chases that dream. The one that says, someday, you're going to watch him run 400 meters faster than any other man in the summer games. In the past, it probably would have been just a dream. But we have an Olympic training center now in Colorado Springs. And he can go there and learn how to run faster than he's ever run before. So maybe he'll become as good as he believes he can be. And maybe one summer day, when you're watching the 84 games, you just might say, that kid's out there again. This American dream is brought to you by Miller High Life, the sponsor of the U.S. Olympic Training Center.
Next Sunday, NFL action. The Atlanta Falcons against the New York Jets. The San Francisco 49ers against the Los Angeles Rams. Plus other regional action starting with the NFL today on CBS Sports.
Tim Ryan with Johnny Morris back at the Silver Dome. Gary Danielson continues at quarterback. He's 3 of 9 in passing for 41 yards, but he has a touchdown that opened the margin to 14. The pass to Norris. This is Dexter Bussey. Turns it on in the corner and has the first down. A diving, blocking tackle by Jeff Fisher, number 24. Hard running by Bussey. Let's take a quick look around at some other activity this afternoon in the NFL. San Francisco and New Orleans, 22-13. Ray Wersching with 6 field goals in that game, and that is a 49er record. Look at this. New England leading San Diego continues to struggle, and the Pats out in front by 2. Miami walloping the New York Jets 30-14 in the fourth quarter of the game at New York. Buffalo leading Baltimore 24-7. 2 surprising teams in different ways. That's at halftime. St. Louis on their way to victory over Tampa Bay. First down. Danielson. Nichols. Incomplete. Mike Richardson almost casually had that covered and put the hand up there to knock it away. Talking with young Mike yesterday, very quiet, unassuming young man. He said, you know, I want that first interception because I know when I get it, I'm going to get some more. He's played well today.
Yes, he has. And the first couple of games he got beat a few times, and you know that can ruin a man's confidence, especially somebody playing the cornerback. But he's come back forced in because of the injury to Terry Schmidt and has responded pretty well the last couple of games.
Danielson is 0 for 6 on his last 6 tries passing. But they've got a 14-point lead. Danielson looks for the second receiver and intended for Thompson, off the mark, out of bounds. Leslie Frazier on the coverage on Leonard Thompson. And the Bluebirds here, the Hipple fan club, again gets a little more vocal.
Interesting, they break a nice run on the first play, and one thing you want to do is start eating the clock down, and they go via the pass route the next 2 plays.
Eric Hipple may be thinking that himself.
Of course, the coaches send in the plays.
3 of 11 is total numbers, 0 for 7 the last 7 passes. Dewerson and Williams are in the Bears secondary whistles as the Bears were pouring in. But some action at the line of scrimmage stopping the play as Hampton was about to bury Gary Danielson. This carpet we talked about earlier, it's kind of interesting in that it's a new version of this AstroTurf that rolls up in one piece and it all goes down into the end zone to our left. You've got these big metal plates that come up and a big roller down there. It's quite a sight to see. And it's now seamless. The whole thing sewn together.
Ball start, number 71, offense.
And they also play NBA basketball.
Yeah, Pistons play here. And roll it up with the floor down. 3rd down. Offside penalty against the Lions. 3rd and 15. Out of the shotgun, Danielson. Eludes one sacker, but not the next one. Al Harris had him. Danielson ducked underneath him, and Mike Hartenstein made sure he got no farther.
And you're right, it was Al Harris, number 90, who came charging, and he ducks right under number 90 right there, and then takes off. But there's Mike Hartenstein, number 73, to make the tackle. So the Bears pass rush is starting to get a little bit ferocious.
11:03 and counting. Al Harris there saying to Buddy Ryan, well, gee, I thought I had him, coach. 34-27. The Cardinals prevail against Tampa Bay, and the poor Buccaneers are 0-7. Flag down on the punt. Black hits another towering punt, and it goes out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Mike Black, the rookie from Arizona State. They're going to mark it at the 41. We'll see what the flag is about. Remember, illegal motion charged against the Lions.
Probably will be refused because the punt was not very good.
That would appear to be the likely
illegal motion.
call.
Number 64, offense, decline, first down, TV.
What did he say, TV?
A 33-yard punt. Let's go take the TV. We'll be right back with Detroit leading 24-10.
Pontiac has created a driver's car the whole family can enjoy. Pontiac 6000. Enjoy the styling. Enjoy the room. Enjoy the handling. Pontiac 6000. Enjoy. The front-wheel drive 6000, only from Pontiac.
We build excitement. Pontiac.
All day long, we're all business. After that, it's a whole new ball game.
Welcome to Miller time. It's all yours and it's all mine. Bring your thirsty self right here. The rich, smooth taste of Miller beer. It's what you have in mind. Welcome to Miller time.
Welcome to the rich, smooth taste of Miller High Life.
Messages from the people who pay to bring you the NFL. We're on CBS, and we're ready to play football from the 41-yard line. The Bears first down, and Johnny, I would say this is kind of a get it done on this drive or concede the day to the Lions.
I would have to agree. This is the drive.
10:44 to play regulation time. They have good field position. Evans the quarterback. Play action, and it is complete for a first down. It is Willie Galt, number 83, and the Lions, Graham, who has played an outstanding game, making sure that Galt goes no farther with that fearsome speed. But it is a first down at the 44-yard line of the Detroit Lions.
Fantetti has missed about 5 passes by about a foot, number 57. And notice that last time they had the partial rollout on Evans. Let's see if they continue to do that, because the Lions have been putting pressure on the regular drop back passes.
Suey on the wing right. Dalton Mark from the wide receivers. Sideliner complete. Willie Galt again. And it looks like he has first down yardage. He was right at the marker where he's supposed to be.
He's a little short.
And it looks like where they're going to spot it, going to steal that first down from him by about a foot. Hal Latimer on the tackle. 9:42 and counting. Second and a foot to go. What do you do here, Johnny?
Well, they have to take what they give him. The Lions are playing him a little soft. They're going to give him the shorter stuff in front of him.
Swing to Peyton. Peyton's going to throw. Peyton to the end zone. Willie Galt. Incomplete. Galt, you could tell for sure, was conscious of trying to stay inbounds. He saw the ball was long. And I think that upset his ability to catch the ball in there, Johnny. He just looked like, I know I'm going to run out of this end zone. I've got to try and stay in here. And the ball came down inbounds.
It was a heck of a play. It's a lateral. Even though it looks like a pass, he threw it behind him to make it look like a pass. And the ball had such a high trajectory, and he threw it so far. You'd think a running back would underthrow him, and the pass was really perfect. But you're right. Galt was concerned about the end line, and that's the first incompletion for quarterback, semi-quarterback Walter Payton.
He's now 2 for 3. It is third down. I like that call on that down. Third and short. Now they got to get the first down. Walter Payton has it to the 31-yard line. Now the Lions have been in command of this football game. They have a 14-point lead. 9 minutes and counting here in the fourth quarter. they have been pretty sound offensively and defensively. And this is the opportunity to show that they're better than a 2-14.
Their philosophy has been bend but don't break. Give them the short stuff. If they wouldn't even mind giving up a touchdown, they don't want to give up a touchdown, obviously, but if the Bears require 3 or 4 or 5 more minutes to get that touchdown, the Lions have accomplished one of the things they want to do.
First and 10. Ball was tipped. Intended for McKinnon. I believe William Gay got a finger on that football, and there was so much power on it from Evans, the ball just took off, and McKinnon had no chance. Second down. Pat Dunsmore getting the play from Mike Ditka.
All these plays are being called by Iron Mike. He loves to do it. It's a, you know, I got to think one of the greatest challenges is to call plays, don't you? I mean, to be the coach, watch, you know where the point of attack is, and watch and see how it works.
Out of the eye, little play action, lots of time for Evans. Sideliner is complete to Willie Galt. Galt gets to the 10-yard line. Alvin Hall pulls him down there. Galt came back for the ball, made a fine play, and Evans delivers again.
A nice move by Galt as he went straight down the field. It was a double coverage, and he hooked to the outside. Now watch this, and a nice pass by Evans. He waits for the move, and then once he decides he can get the ball there faster than just about any quarterback, and Latimer was faked out, and it took Alvin Hall, number 35, to make the tackle. The Bears down to the 10-yard line, first and goal. And you want to see some good pass blocking. There's been pressure all day, but not on this one. They stopped the Lions cold at the line of scrimmage.
21-yard gain. Galt has been averaging more than 25 yards. A pass reception. Evans is now 25 of 40 in this football game. Evans, Suey, was he there? Yes, touchdown. Suey caught it right at the goal line, was knocked back out. The crowd unhappy with that, but one official standing on the goal line made the call, touchdown. So the Bears are now back into the football game. 7:35 remaining regulation time.
And Suey was open all day, number 26. Evans has good pass protection again, and the ball is there. Suey reaches to get that ball over the plane to the goal line. Looked real close, but they gave him the touchdown. Jimmy Williams in on the tackle, but too late, right?
Bashnagel to hold for Bob Thomas. It's good. We've got a 7-point game. 7:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. There is Matt Suey, who came up with a pass and the touchdown for the Bears. We'll be right back with the Lions leading 24-17.
Like a burst from the
best-selling radials in America? Goodyear. We outsell all foreign radials combined. One reason, the Goodyear Arriva. It gives you long tread life. And best of all season traction in the wet stuff and the white stuff. The Goodyear all-season Arriva. It's one reason Goodyear is the leader in radials. No foreign maker of radials even comes close. Goodyear, #1 in radials.
He dominated college basketball as few have. Now he faces the ultimate test, the NBA. The Ralph Sampson era begins in 2 weeks on CBS Sports.
Steve McMichael continues to kick off for Bob Thomas, but Thomas came up with that critical point after. A 7-point margin. The deep men are Alvin Hall and Ken Jenkins for the Lions. McMichael, short kickoff, taken by Hall at the 15. Hall dances down the sideline and is finally pushed out by McMichael, the kicker, at the 40-yard line. Might even, well, they're going to mark it at the 39. So good field position for the Detroit Lions, who have the lead. Remember, coming up immediately after our telecast, you'll see the Eagles in Dallas. The unbeaten Cowboys have been scrambling through a few of those, coming from behind in every football game. It is a rivalry with a lot of depth. The Eagles are 4-2, and of course, the Super Bowl championship, Washington Redskins sandwiched in between.
And one area where Detroit has dominated is kicking game all day.
First down. Danielson continues at quarterback. Billy Sims is upset about 2 yards downfield and flips for another couple. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Lions. They'll spot the ball at the 43-yard line. Now again, as the offense had to deliver on the last series for the Bears and did, the defense must do it here. The Lions, contrarily, have got to try and keep the ball alive, use up that clock, and either get more points of their own or make sure that they don't surrender the 7-point lead they have. Sims, a big hole up the middle and running beautifully to the 46-yard line of Chicago, where Jeff Fisher pulled him down.
Big first down for the Lions, and they went right up the middle. Got solid blocking right over center as Steve Mott. Let's watch the interior of the line. There's Mott, number 52, as he kicks his man out. Dan Hampton right out of the play, number 99. It was the center, 52 on 99 Hampton, which opened that hole.
Steve Mott, the rookie from Alabama, who took the starting job away from Amos Fowler 3 games ago. He has been solid today. Dexter Bussey turns it back upfield and gets over the 40 to the 39. And so the Lions, who ran effectively earlier in the game, are now going back to it here. And if you can move it this way, using the clock, protecting the lead.
Well, that shows that a counter, that type of thing, will work, because they didn't plan on countering back. But that time, the whole Bear defense, as soon as they saw in run, went straight that way, Singletary and everybody, and he cut back. He was forced to cut back, but there was nobody there on the pursuit. So they may try some more counter-type stuff.
40 yards gained on the ground by Dexter Bussey. 2nd and a long 4. Rubik in motion, number 84. Bussey again, trying to get wide. Singletary tracks him down for a loss. Mike Singletary, number 50. Loss of maybe a half yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. 5:04 and counting. Well, this is effectively the play of the game here.
That's right. We'll probably be saying that several more times before this game is over, but this is the play of the game. Right.
There may be some more, but right now this is it.
Out of the shotgun.
3 wide receivers, Thompson, Nichols, and Scott. Pass complete. First down. James Jones to the 30-yard line. The rookie fullback. Stopped by Walt Williams, but the Lions come up big.
James Jones, number 30, goes out into the flat, straightens up, and then went to the outside. And he was wide open. Otis Wilson had no chance. And pretty good blocking by the Lions, because the Bears crisscrossed their defensive linemen. You're going to see watch 99, watch Osborne, Hampton. They crisscross right there, 99 and 68, and they can't get there in time.
First down, Detroit. Taking command of the game, 3:56. Bussey blasting through Jeff Fisher, getting to the 25-yard line. Gain of 5. Another final end. The 49ers over New Orleans, 32-13. And so the 49ers move to 5-2 in the NFC West, and New Orleans falls to 4-3.
Who are the Rams playing? I forget.
3:24.
Rams are playing Atlanta.
That's a later game. 2nd and 5, Detroit. Sims, look at him run. Welcome back, Billy, to the 7-yard line of Chicago.
That's a counter. You see the movement to the right. He cuts back there. James Jones with a great block on Dan Raines, and Billy Sims with some excellent moves hangs onto the ball, one-handed right down to the 8-yard line, and the Lions needed to drive here, and they got it.
13 rushes for 79 yards for Billy Sims. First down and goal for the Detroit Lions. Sims is stopped by Otis Wilson. Got maybe a yard.
Well, I think the thing you have to consider here is the Lions should not get fancy or do much in the way of pitches, just hang on to the ball, because they might get the touchdown. If they don't, they can kick the field goal and wrap the game up. So if there's a time for conservatism, this is the time.
2-minute warning. And the Lions, using Eric Hipple and Gary Danielson, each contributing in a large way, are in command here. They lead it.
The 6000 STE from Pontiac is America's performance sedan. An engineering masterpiece that gives you an amazing command of the road. 6000 STE. Technically advanced, totally satisfying. 6000 STE, only from Pontiac.
We build excitement, Pontiac.
Yeah, we always give it 110% on the job and on.
Oh, welcome to Miller time. It's all yours, it's all mine. Bring your thirsty self right here. The rich, smooth taste of Miller beer is what you have in mind. Welcome to Miller time.
Welcome to the rich, smooth taste of Miller High Life.
Tim Ryan with Johnny Morris. Mike Ditka on the sidelines is hoping for a big defensive effort here. The Lions have been a very solid football team, with the exception of a couple of offensive series when Danielson came back into the game after leading them to the touchdown that made it 24-10. They have played a very sound football game. Ronnie Clark said, we're the same team as everybody expected of us. We just have cut our mistakes down, and that's certainly the truth today. This is James Jones. Jones is shut down by the Bears defense. Good effort by Al Harris, number 90, and then Singletary and McMichael right behind him. May have been a loss on the play. Let's see if they might wind up with a slight gain, depending on how they mark it. It's going to be at the 5-yard line. Third down and goal from the 5.
He did step out of bounds, which stops the clock.
1:54 remaining to play regulation time. Lions by 7, 24-17.
The Lions have rolled up quite a few yards on offense, and if the Bears lose this game, I think you got to tag it on the defense. They haven't been able to stop the Lions. They've had some big plays and now a key drive.
Third and goal. Rubick in motion. Pitch out to Sims. McMichael stops him. The ball is loose. Steve McMichael made a fine defensive play against the elusive Billy Sims, but Sims was able to recover his own fumble, and that's why McMichael was jumping up and down saying, oh, I could have had the ball too.
I think Sims got a lucky bounce of the ball right back to him. They went with a little pitch. He never got real control, I don't think, and that was flirting with danger, but they got the lucky bounce here. Rather than a handoff, he went with a little pitch there, and the ball just kind of squirts away, and he reached out there, and boy, just got it by the fingertips to maintain control. And that's the difference in this ball game, because Murray's in excellent position for a field goal, short, but he's off to the right hash mark.
Sims, quite a day. He'll wind up with about 78 yards rushing if he doesn't get another opportunity. They fake the field goal. This is Hipple. Touchdown. How about that?
Was that a fake or was that a bad snap? Was that a fake?
Fake, all the way. What a call. And they love it in Pontiac.
Boy, I'll tell you, that was a heck of a fake.
Eric Hipple, he got to sit down when he got knocked down earlier in the game. But obviously,
I can't believe they faked the field goal. I cannot believe it.
His opportunity to run it in. And here's, let's go back and see Ditka's reaction. 3 points would have been bad enough to deal with. Well, now you see, he's really got himself together. Murray with the point after. And Hipple and Murray. They got to be enjoying that. 31-17. 1:18 to play. And remember, immediately following our telecast, we'll be going to Dallas. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys in one of the tough, grinding rivalries in the NFC East. Everybody likes to beat Tom Landry and America's team in Dallas. And the Eagles are playing down there a little earlier. And you know, it works to Dallas's disadvantage. They don't want to go back to Philadelphia and play in November when it's cold there, and that crowd gets on you in Philadelphia in that cold weather. The game was switched because of the World Series. It really works to a disadvantage for the Dallas Cowboys, having the game at home.
Except for the fact they're off such a fast start that if they, you know, 7-0, if they start out 7-0, November doesn't matter as much.
That's true. That's true. Scoring drive, 6:07 on the clock. Detroit did everything possibly right here. 11 plays, 61 yards.
That was a gutsy call, a real gutsy call. I still can't bring myself to believe that that was a fake field goal, but well, he swung his foot to the left of the ball, and they waited. Everybody waited, and then Hipple got up and ran the ball. Unbelievable, because if that doesn't work, the Bears have the ball with 1.5 minutes to go down the field, whereas they could have taken the 10-point lead. It is an unbelievable play.
Miami walloping the Jets 32-14. That is a final score, and the Dolphins are 4-3. The Jets are 3-4. And New England dumping San Diego. Now, we've had an interesting play up here at midfield. Dave Duerson flattened Eddie Murray as soon as he kicked off. Johnny, I don't like that play at all. I don't see the point in that. Frustration does not account for what we just saw there. Kenny Murray is down. He took a real rap from Duerson. I know that oftentimes they tell you to take out the kicker on the play. I don't know whether we have the replay or not, but
it's a legal play, but it's considered kind of what do you call it? Not too kosher. Unsportsmanlike. Watch the left of your screen, right there up the top of your screen. Duerson came after him.
It looked like Eddie Murray saw him coming too, as though he said, you know, I'm going to get hit here, and actually trying to protect himself. He's all right, evidently, but it looked like he just got hit in the midsection. Now, meanwhile, the kickoff was brought out to the 32-yard line as we acknowledge the people who make CBS Sports telecasts of NFL football possible. Our executive producer, Terry O'Neill, and senior producer Charles H. Milton III, Colorado Cowboy. Ed Gorin here in Detroit, producing today's game, and our director, Peter Bleckner. Associate Director out of Chicago, Paul Arndt. And this outstanding technical crew, we thank them all for their usual fine job. We've had an exciting football game here. The crowd a little unhappy with that development. Popular Eddie Murray, and the Bears being booed. First down, 1:11 to go. The rush on, and he flips it off to Payton. Good open field tackle. And that was Bruce McNorton, number 29. Nickelback making the tackle on Walter Payton. So the Bears are going to slip to 2-5, and the Detroit Lions will move to 3-4. Evans trying to get it to Dennis McKinnon. That is incomplete. Well, that game is underway. Dallas and Philadelphia, and the Cowboys leading 3-0 over the Eagles early in the first period. We'll be going to that game as soon as we are completed this one here in Pontiac, Michigan. 35 seconds on the clock. Time stopped with the incompletion.
I think one thing that has been established is that Vince Evans did a good job in their quarterback. They didn't win this football game, but he's probably earned a start for next week.
27 of 43, 316 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not so bad. Payton right up the middle. Payton gets over the 50-yard line to the 45. William Graham making the tackle. And Marjoram downfield blocking a little bit slow to get up. First down for the Bears, 27 seconds left.
Payton had 50 yards rushing going into this series, and that was, what, a 20-25-yard gain, so he's up to around 70-75 yards. Another pop like that, and he could get another 100-yard day, but that doesn't make much difference right now for the Bears. And anytime you go 2-5 to open a season against basically mediocre teams, you got some problems.
Well, they've got an uphill climb, to say the least. The only advantage they have going for them is what the Florida rookie expressed, James Jones. He said in this division they play funny. 8-8 could win it. So while that may be an optimistic whistle into the wind, it really could wind up being the case. There's Monty Clark, got to be breathing a little bit more comfortably. At least one writer in Detroit says he's still on parole here in Lions country. Mike Ditka's not on parole. Look at this, the Eagles have gotten the jump now. 7-3 over the Cowboys. We'll be going there. Stay with us. Evans, intended for Willie Gault. Flying in Al Latimer to get in on the coverage, along with Roosevelt Barnes, a linebacker. Second down. Clock stopped with 22 seconds left. Well, Iron Mike looks pretty calm over there. In fact, he's got to get a high score today. I think he just chucked one clipboard.
That's right.
And other than that, he's been a model of decorum on the sideline.
It's tough to win, though. You give up 31 points. It's tough to win a football game in the NFL.
Absolutely. And again, they've had solid offense, but not enough points on the board. Payton. Look at him go.
Well, he had 70 yards before that carry, so he's up to about 85 yards.
Down to the 30-yard line. Waller, a firm believer, and it isn't over till it's over.
They have a timeout.
But this one is over. 4 seconds. And counting. Final play. Final play. There is Dunsmore to the 10-yard line, and that's it. Tim Ryan for Johnny Morris saying so long from Pontiac, where the Lions have beaten the Bears 31-17. CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League will continue after this word from your local station.
Now United flies to Tokyo from more top U.S. business centers. United's 3-class international service to Tokyo. It's truly world class.